A new show has dropped on CBC Gem.
Anna, Leo, welcome to OME.
Gangnam Project follows Hannah, a Korean Canadian who loves K-pop. After Hannah accepts a job at an elite Korean entertainment company, she gets a little bit more than she bargained for.
She already knows you're a star.
The only thing I know about my Korean heritage is food and what I see online.
And by that she means K-pop.
Letter K had the chance to chat with some of the cast about the show and their characters.
Welcome to my world.
Definitely how colorful this whole production is. Just the aesthetic of it, apart from plot and the cast members, they're all so beautiful. There's a lot of thought put into all the costumes, and just to make everyone just to make all the production light up. It's amazing.
For me, I'm most excited for people to see the amazing music and the choreography that accompanies it. August Rigo was the person who created the soundtrack, and he's made music for 17,
Yeah.
BTS, Jimin, everyone. The music is stellar. Really excited for people to listen.
Yeah, I'm really excited for viewers to see the performances. I know that myself included and my co-stars, we put a lot of time into it. We recorded them, we learned the choreography, we practiced it, and then performed it. So I'm really excited for viewers to see that. I think it turned out really cool.
I'm most excited for the viewers to see the dancing and the singing. We had an amazing choreographer, Pyro, and we had August doing our music, and it turned out incredible, and all the songs are amazing, the choreography is amazing, and it was really fun doing it as well. So, yeah.
I'm really excited for people to see the performances, and also just the fact that, August Rigo wrote and produced the track, so us performing songs that were produced by people, he produced BTS, Black Swan, 17 Super, just a couple casual ones, so he's going to be, we're going to be singing his song, so it feels good. I'm excited about that.
Welcome to my world.
Similarities. I would like to say Sunny is very passionate, not just for herself, but for her friends. And just the fact that even though she's a trainee herself, she works really hard for the happiness of her own friends and for their own success and happiness as well. And just that passionate feeling, I feel like I have that feeling inside when I look at my friends, all my cast members, when we all work so hard, and then whenever they're happy and smiling, it makes me really, really happy. I like to see.
And that's true. I can attest to that. She's everyone's best friend on the cast. Truly would not be the same show without her. For me, I think Supreme likes to keep to himself. He's a little bit introverted, and I think that's what I relate to most. I feel like both he and I kind of keep our heads down and hustle in silence.
Yeah, sure. I'm a singer-songwriter, and Jay Diz is an idol. Slightly different occupations, but I think that we both have very similar passion for music. I also like to dance a lot, so I felt like those aspects really lined up and helped me kind of get into character a lot.
So Mina is very mean. She's the mean girl. But I think the similarities we have is she's very driven. When she has a goal, she's very committed to it. And I think that's where we're similar. We don't necessarily have similarities within our personalities. But when she's driven and she wants a goal, she's very committed. And I think that's the same as me.
Well, as I've been saying tonight, I essentially am Rook. I'm the first black male K-pop artist in history. I've been performing a few songs in Korean, been working with, Rockman, who did NCT Lemonade. I also been Adam Capet, who worked with Shiny's Lucifer. And so, being in this show, becoming a K-pop artist, while I'm already a K-pop artist, it feels great, It's a little deja vu.
Welcome to my world.
Oh my goodness. Just being a person of color in Canada is just so, that whole finding your identity was so, I really felt that deep inside of me. Just because Hannah is someone who, has this Korean background, but she knows nothing about it. And she goes through all these difficult times just to find who she is and how she is supposed to belong in the country where she almost is very much like them, but she can't relate to them. And I felt like even living here with so many other friends, I was like, I'm like, there's so many similarities we have, but there's also like a lot of things that where I'm like, I just like don't know if I like belong in this place, this environment. And honestly, growing up here, I also moved to Canada from Korea at a very young age, and that was a very big challenge for me. So I think I really related to Hannah a lot on that one.
Yeah, I think it's so interesting because it was kind of happening in tandem with my real life and with the character of Supreme, of just finding my own voice. Me, and similar to a lot of the other cast members, it was our first role on TV. I come from a corporate background, believe it or not. And I think being on the show and being on set with all these amazing actors taught me like this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And similarly for Supreme, Supreme is known as like the #1 prospect at the school, and it's a lot of pressure for him, but it's him finding his voice and being confident in what he's doing. So it was really cool seeing the growth in my character and also just like my real life at the same time.
Yeah, so Gangnam Project follows the story of Hannah and Leo, and they're just kind of following their life, navigating through life and finding their passions. And I think similarly, I'm someone who's always trying to like look to grow, whether that be like professionally or just in terms of things I can do in my free time. And I think I related to Hannah and Leo a lot throughout the course of filming. They're just very driven. They have passions they want to achieve in their life, and I felt like I could really take a lot from them.
Yeah. Hannah chose a great job in finding herself, and in such a hard kind of K-pop world she comes into, it's very intimidating. And you know, I've been in that situation many times where even being in this show, I found it very intimidating at first, but once you find yourself and you ground yourself and you introduce yourself and you get comfortable, then it gets a lot better.
Honestly, like being kind of, I've moved around a lot, and also being mixed, it's always felt like I've been on the wayside a lot, just kind of like floating, but it's okay with me because I started to create my own space, my own kind of subculture. And so being a part of this, it really solidified what I've been creating, because it was 3 years ago that I told people I was just in my bedroom making K-pop covers, and then now we're on a national TV show about K-pop.
Yeah.
3 years, that's it.
Right here in downtown Toronto, right beside the CN Tower.
Talk about it.
Welcome to my world.
Just the fact that she, apart from being passionate, she's also just very selfless. And especially in the K-pop industry, where trainees are working so hard because they want to be K-pop stars themselves, you're very tuned to like think about, you know, your own self and your passion, your brand. But Sunny is very much like, oh, I'm gonna work on my own brand, but I also want what's best for you too, and I want the happiness for you as well. And she works really hard for that, and that's something I definitely learned a lot from, just from working on my own craft and on my own brand, but also not hesitate to help other people and make sure you grow with them and not, you know, ahead of them.
Yeah, this is a good question. I think for Supreme, the character of Supreme gave up a lot to be at the trainee program. His parents are diplomats, not the career path that they had envisioned for him. Once again, it's very similar to like my life. Did not imagine that I would become an actor, and I think one of the biggest things I learned was just confidence, and I found that through Supreme.
Something I've learned is honestly to have confidence. Mina's character has so much confidence, and you know, in order to play Mina, I had to channel that confidence as well. So I was able to take some of those things I used for Mina into my own life, which was really like amazing. And I'm very thankful that I got to incorporate that into my personal life.
I learned a lot about being very quick at learning things, because sometimes it would be like the same day we would have to learn the choreography, learn the song, and then have it recorded. And then sometimes the lyrics would change, but that's showbiz, baby. So we got to adjust.
Go.
Exactly.
Welcome to my world.
I think Gangnam Project teaches you more than just K-pop. It showcases more than just K-pop. It's like what's really important in Gangnam Project is that the plot itself, it teaches you not just like this whole industry, but about, you know, self-growth, self-worth, self-identity, finding friends who love you just for the way you are, not, you know, what you represent externally. It's really those themes within the context that it really like brightens up the show, really highlights the important aspects of Gangnam Project.
Yeah.
So I would really recommend to watch that in that sense.
I just love the cast. I think everyone here is so talented. So if not for them, for the music, again, August ate that up. He made music for everyone. He is really the GOAT. But yeah, the music, the cast, everything.
Sure. If you're a fan of K-pop, I'm sure you like the songs and the dance. And I think that Gangnam Project has a lot of that. There's a lot of singing and dancing performances. And I feel like it's just a very exciting show to watch, very lighthearted, but also has elements of romance if you're into that. So I feel like, yeah, a lot of people like it.
Honestly, it's about so much more than K-pop. It's about friendship, finding yourself. You learn more about the culture, some of the fashion. There's just so much more than just K-pop itself. And I really just want people to see that, you know, it's more out of the box than that. So, yeah.
Listen, if you want authentic, you got August Rigo producing the songs, okay? If you want real, you got a real K-pop artist who's been to Korea, who has a producer in Korea, who worked with the producers of NCT, the producers of Shiny, the mixing mastering engineers of Love Dive. Listen, if you want real, you got it right here. Gangnam Project, don't forget.
Thank you so much to CBC who invited Light Up K to the Gangnam Project launch event. Make sure to check out Gangnam Project streaming for free on CBC Gem.